welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for those of you who could make it to this live. I am Audra, and it's been a while since I've been doing these by myself, so forgive the awkwardness. Quick housekeeping, as usual. Always thank you to everyone here in the live and everybody rewatching on the replay. All the lurkers, what's up? Hi, how you doing? Enjoy the lurk. I would also like to thank my channel members and my Patreon members for all of your support because y'all are fantastic. So what I'm going to be doing is, it won't be every Saturday, but I'm going to try to have a few more Saturday afternoonish, evening lives, depending on where you are. Because one, I do want to make sure that my folks who are not in the US and in Europe and the UK and all of that actually have an opportunity to be a part of a live. Hi, Julia. Hi, Allie. Hi, Venus. Hi, Maggie. And so I thought it would be cool if I could do these on Saturday. Now, not all of them will feature PR, but I have found that it's significantly easier to do it on a live stream because, one, it does allow me to do things like today. I did a wear test on several things on my face. And so I'm like able to do things that I don't always necessarily get to do when I'm trying to film a video, especially if I get behind. Plus, you're getting a real-time reaction and you can ask questions in real time as well. So as you saw by the thumbnail, today we are actually looking at, hold please while I get everything together. Oop, I did not want to do that. I always push the wrong button when I do this. But we're going to be focusing on, oop, hold on, let me get it in my hands. Okay, wait, please. I'm going to pose for the thumbnail, and that is going to be what the Collective Cosmetics. Was that a good pose? All right. So I'm focusing today on the Collective Cosmetics. As stated before, I am affiliated with the Collective Cosmetics. If you do happen to use the code Audra, you do get money off, but I also get a small kickback for that as well. So we're going to be talking about the top row because I've actually already talked about this row in another video, I feel like. And if I didn't talk about it in a video, at least it's on Instagram. And then we're also going to be talking about this shade as well. This comes from their new collection that just came out, as well as other products that are on my face. No, sir. It's not your turn. It is not your turn. It is not your turn. It is not your turn, big head. Okay. Also featuring Bo and his big ass head trying to get involved in the conversation. Shadowless, no. You know what? Here's the thing. I think like back in the day, no, sir. Back in the day, in the 90s, you had to, like 90s and early aughts, you had to say things when people were like, oh, you should be a model. You had to say things back like, I like eating, because we were angry, rude ass bitches back then, and I don't care for it. But so you were busy being like a super, super feminist in a way that really wasn't exactly as feminist as we wanted it to be. But yeah, so no, imagine not. I did pay to get photos taken one time, and that was awesome. I had a good time doing that. All right, so the stars of the hour are going to be what is on my lids, and I also have a friend here. We're calling him Harry, because only a zit would ruin everything. You know what I mean? And it obviously has to be male. So I'm like, it obviously has to be male. So first of all, what we're going to be talking about is like what exactly is on my eyes. And again, we're focusing on this first row. And I'm super excited because I always get super nervous and stressed about getting PR because I'm always afraid that I'm going to hate it, or I'm not going to like something, or I'm not going to vibe with it. Now, I am definitely going to tell you that this is a drier formula, a drier shimmer formula, which, depending on your makeup preference, is going to depend on whether or not you like that. I like to have the drier shimmer formula because for me, what I like about it is when I'm doing an all shimmer look, I like that it's drier and less crumbly. So that's kind of cool for me because I get to work with it more like it's a matte shadow and less like it's a shimmer. So thank you, Julia. So I do find that I like this formula. So I can understand for those of you who don't like a drier formula, you may not enjoy this. You may be like, oh, I don't like it. Like, I don't like a dry glitter, but like a dry shimmer. I like a dry shimmer. It's a good time for me. For me, that's one of the things I like about it is that it is a bit dry. So it allows me to make the look that I made. Now, let me see if I can correctly remember where everything is and what I have on. So if we're going to start at like the back end of this biatch, like right here, this like green shade here, that is Fatigue. And that's this Gouay. I don't know if it's going to, oh, okay. Wasn't expecting all of that autofocus. And then this is what Fatigue looks like. You have to build it up. But this is what it looks like on my finger, and you see what it looks like on my eye. I don't know if it's going to focus for us, but that's what we're talking about here. And then when you put it on, it's more of like a matte. So I enjoy this formula. Alex is here. Alex, it's almost Taurus season, sir. No, back up because I said so. No, you're not a part of this. You can sit down. You can sit down, sit your big head down, sit your butt. There we go. That's a good baby. Now stay over there, stay on your side. Okay. Thank you. You're literally only want to do this because stop making that look. And so like, this is it on the eye, it's a deep swampy green and it has shimmer, but it's not an overwhelming shimmer. And I think that that's something that people kind of forget when it comes to shimmers is like everything is not going, and it doesn't have to all be super shiny multichromes. They all have a place in my heart. You're going to go to your room if you don't stop. No nipping, or you're going to your room. You want to go to your room? Go to your room? Sir? No, I don't want any kisses right now. You've already had your time set. Any who's it. So sorry, y'all. But I feel like so many people get caught up, especially when it comes to indie shadows. I feel like so often we totally get caught up in the idea of multichromes and duochromes and shifty shadows that we kind of stop thinking about the other textures of shimmer and we only get caught up in like, it's gotta like be like whoosh, all over, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to do that. The thing that I like about that shade is, again, it's very like deep and dark and it has just like a little bit of like, it's shimmery without being overwhelming. So like if you're somebody who likes dark shades like this and maybe you don't want to be a dramatic ass bitch, that's okay. You don't have to be. But the cool thing about it is like, this is a very like work wearable shade. You know what I mean? So yeah, like Sharon, there are several textures of shimmer. Yes. So like, I find that to be important to me. Now, we're going to get to this like really intense shimmer here, which y'all, I wasn't ready for it. It is called Welcome. And let me see if I can get this out properly without fucking up my life. That is this. This is Welcome. Let me see. Where do you want me to focus you? There we go. This is Welcome. So Welcome is going to be very crumbly. Okay, Welcome, it does have a lot of payoff, and I'm going to see if I can show you on my finger. It is very crumbly. It is going to be a very crumbly, very textured shade. So I highly recommend that you have some kind of base for it. I use NYX glitter gel, glitter primer, whatever. I used the NYX glitter primer because I don't think it's a good plan for you to not have something underneath this unless you're going to use it as a topper. But this is a chunky bitch. And like, this is just it on my hand. You can see the chunks there, right? It's going to be chunky, but it's going to be shifty. This one is more shifty. It shifts not even just blue. It's more of like a turquoise on my deeper skin tone. So it almost goes like purple, turquoise, and then into like a bit of a deep blue with a little hint of pink. You're mostly going to see blue on camera though. But when I'm looking at it shift from here, I can see that it does like a indigo, turquoise, hint of pink shimmer, which I enjoy. So that's what I have right here. Okay, now. Yeah, the NYX, listen, that NYX primer is like, that is very much, I think that's like the holy grail for a lot of us. Because I tried the one from Give Me Glow and it just, I don't feel like it's very adhesive. It doesn't have anything to stick. So, ugh, thank you. Yeah, I feel like because I did that when I first purchased, because I actually like the row we're talking about, I got in PR, but I originally purchased from them in a new makeup nonsense bingo. And my initial thought at first was, I was like, this is really dry. But then I was like, wait, I kind of like it because now I can put like really bright shimmery shadows if I want to use a multi-chrome from Divina or any of my other like shifty ones. I can use that too and still get like a fun look, and I can do it all, and I can do full shimmer looks, which is something that I don't do as much as I'd like to, but I think it's because I get super nervous about having a full shimmer look, because honestly, I feel like a lot of shimmers are sometimes too much for like what I'm trying to do. I feel like overwhelmed by it. I'm like, this is a lot. Like, this is a lot. So that's a sensation. Now, next we're going to talk about, I think, like what's up here. And I feel like I have to try to remember what I put where, but I feel pretty confident that, let's see, did I throw this up there? Let's see. I'm like looking here because there's like two different kind of purpley shades and I use both of them. So I feel like this is more, this shade, okay, let me just like grab this one. This is Certain to You, I think. Let me just, like, I can never figure out like where exactly the autofocus is on this bad boy, so sorry about that. Here, hold on. Boop. There we go. So this is shifty, and it's got like, this is why I have like this blue kind of purple shift right here, because that is right here on the inner part and on the edges of the outer part. The outer part. So this one's going to be the drier formula. But it's really pretty. Like on my finger, it comes across quite purple. There we go. Comes across quite purple. And then it is purple, but it does have a little bit of shift to it. It's purple with like a light blue, more purple shift. Like, I don't know if that's a good way to explain it, but it's more like shimmer and a small, very light, very small shift. It's like, it's work appropriate shifting. So I ended up putting that on. Now, I feel like I did something with this, but I don't exactly know what it was. And I feel like what I did with We Want You is I put just like a small amount on the outer portion of the green. And this is another one that's going to be drier. But I also think that what I actually did with this is I think that, no, it's here. It is here. That's what I did with it. So it's a drier formula. And that's what I put. Come on, baby girl. You can focus. I promise you. Wait, put my face out of it. Anyways, the purpley tone. So sorry. And then this one, it's going to be drier. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit more to swatch it. It also has like a little bit of a shift on it. So this one kind of shifts like turquoise purple. And it's really lovely. Like, if they don't like the shit. Yeah, so it's really lovely and it wore very well. I've had this makeup on since 11 a.m. So that's another thing that I like to be able to do is that I can actually put this on and like wear it. I went to get groceries, which was not a good time. I hate doing that. But I went to get groceries. I was out. It's pretty warm today in Texas, and I was not expecting that. So I like the purpley tones, Venus. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. So see, like these are actually really nice. And again, I'm gonna say it. They are like if you go to buy them, do not be surprised that they are drier. They're not gonna be, super moist and all of that. They're gonna be drier tone. But I don't. Again, I like it because when I got the first ones, that was my original first thought. When I got the Brimstone collection, I purchased this. And so when I bought this Brimstone collection, my original thought was like, oh, this is a little bit dry. But now I'm realizing like I like that drier texture because again, doing a full shimmer look and then being able to enjoy that without it being like too poppy. Like I want to go out and I want to do things. So I don't want everybody like staring at me, but also stare at me, but don't stare at me too long. You know what I'm saying? Like stare at me, but like not to where I know that you're staring at me. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. I think that I like to be able to judge it by how long I've been able to have it on. Now, Alex, in my inner corner, which I've actually worn this on top of another shimmer shade. See, you just knocked your head because you weren't minding your business. This is Deep Fake. Oop. And there we go. This is a pinky shift with a little bit of green in it. But it's going to come across, depending, I think, on your skin tone, it's going to come across more green, I think, if you are deeper skin tone. So, like, that is actually in the corner of my eye. The other thing about this one, though, is it's also going to do a very good job of coming across with whatever you already have there. So it's more of an enhancer tone if you're using it for your inner eye. And, like, that's kind of how it works. Like I like these white shimmers. I feel like a lot of people don't understand the point of some of these like kind of light white shimmers. And a lot of them, what they do is they enhance the shades that you already have. So, and this is from me having like palettes with this shade in them. If you just grab the shade by itself, yes, I'm still watching. Maybe that's the problem. He wanted Buffy to play. Hold on. Ugh. There we go. Buffy's now playing. You can calm down. But a lot of these like really kind of pinky white or like light green white, like their intent is to enhance any color that you have in the collection or in your collection even better. So I feel like that is intended and it worked out well and it's in my inner eye. And I like, it is like, again, this one's a little bit chunky as well, but I worked with a very, very small brush to get it like that. Like I didn't get too crazy with it. And I really just, light intervals, vision of you. I can accept an appreciative double take, but then carry on with your business. Exactly. But like, I feel like these are really fun to wear. They blend very easily. I did, pack it on, but I kind of like, let me just like, so packing this on was nice. And I think that's the other thing that I do like about a drier formula is it allows you to build it up. So if you are new to shimmers, this is extremely helpful for you. You're getting to build up a shade to the degree that you want to, and it's not like bam in your face. So, hey, Tiffany. So it's like, it's really nice to be able to do that, especially like this. And that's what I'll say. Like these kinds of shimmers are awesome because for people who want to dabble and play with shimmers, but for instance, they find multi-chromes and duochromes to be just a little too freaky for them to like mess with at first. This is a really good way for you to kind of get into it. And then they have like they have the shifty tones, but the formula is a little bit drier, so you can build it up as you want. You're not just like smashed with like bright color immediately if that's not what you're interested in. Now, the highlighter, which I was laying down on my face a little bit, so like don't come for me on that. And also I use like a lavender blush, which is not communicating as well on camera, but I am wearing Saint Bluebell, and this is really pretty actually. It is a blue purple shift, and it's quite lovely. So yes, exactly. They're not so overwhelming. And that's something that I have to like, I'm always thinking of makeup in terms, not always, I have to try to think of makeup in terms of people who don't normally wear X, right? So if you're someone who's like, I don't normally wear shimmers, what's fun about this is on deeper skin tones, and you're going to get more of a pinky purple shift on a deeper skin tone. And I think that on a lighter skin tone, you may end up with like more of a blue. So this is one of the reasons that I really like their highlighter formulas and the shift on them, because they actually, boy, if you don't get out that bag, because they do a very good job of communicating on varying skin tones. Now, sir, you need to back it up. The other thing that I tried, which I am so excited because this reminded me, fine, take it. Like, what am I gonna do? You're just gonna poop out a cotton ball. Like, good for you. So I like the highlighter a lot. It was like very much on my nose. It is still here, which I really like having it here. And I will have a video up on my Instagram stories afterwards, so you can see a lot of this in like regular sunlight instead of these lights. But they do have like glitter liner, which is what I have right here. This is what like took this up like 37 notches, okay? Was the glitter liner. Listen, I love these because for the longest time, like I used to be able to get this from like, I don't know how many of y'all remember, but like BH Cosmetics used to have something similar. Like it was almost just like this. And then I couldn't get them again. And like, this is what it looks like on. You can do a lot of different things with the glitter liner. You know what I mean? Like you can get avant-garde as fuck with it if you want to. So hell yeah. But I loved them from BH Cosmetics, and I was so upset when they stopped selling them because like it was my favorite thing to like amp up a look like next level. Like you could have like the most basic bitch ass makeup on and then just like amp it up with like fucking gold glitter, like a gold glitter liner. And the thing that's nice about it is it's not because it's got the like, no sir, I'm gonna send you outside. I'm gonna send you outside. No, you need to sit down. No, it is not your turn. We already went. Sit down. Are you going to sit? Or are you just going to sit there looking like you don't know what I just said? See, this is why, boys, I want you to sit down. Okay, anyways, sorry. No, back up. Sit down. Keep backing up. Okay. Any who's it's. Bo is being such a child. He's like, you're not paying attention to me, and you were paying attention to me most of the day, and I don't appreciate it. Anyways, these are actually really nice, and I have it really, really close to my inner eye corner. I don't recommend everybody do it, but I do have it, and it has not in all this time gotten into my eye. It's never like attempted to like sweat and roll into my eye, which is exactly how I want it. Sir, we're gonna have a talk about you being directly in my line of sight. Why don't you go see what that noise is? Huh? Now, don't talk about the red eyes that I have. My eyes are almost always red, BT dubs. I have some pretty intense, like, my eyes always dry. I inherited dry eye from my mom. I'm just going to scoot your butt. I'm just going to scoot your butt, like, forward. I'm just going to scoot your butt forward. Yeah. Did you see how that happened? Yeah, that's because I'm mean. I'm mean, Mom, and I won't let you do whatever the hell you want. All right, so... It is the way that he is literally like, oh, let me just throw this light on as well. That might help give like a real better light. Bo, I swear, you were like being such a bitch. I cannot stand you. I love you. But like your attitude of like, I'm just going to get in the way of your shit so you can't talk about it. You know what? That is peak Bo. All right. Thank you. So I had no issues with this. I put everything that I use like in a little box so that I wouldn't forget. You pick a side. You can only be on one side. You can't be in my entire lap. I'm already sweating. I am already sweating. There you go. Good boy. All right. So I like this. I think there's another one, and I believe that the other one is red. And I'm so excited because I love to shine bright like a diamond, okay? Like, that song was made about me and for me from my peoples. So let me just double check because I feel like it's in here. Yes, it is. It's red. So if y'all were wondering, I'm just going to kind of pop this like somewhere weird on my chest, and we're just going to move on. This one is a red. And yeah, I'm not kidding. I am going to put somewhere weird on my chest because it's like in a gel formula. Oh, bitch, what? So you can kind of see. I'm beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I so alive. Okay, I'm done now. All right, so I dig these gel glitter liners. I'm about that life. These, like, I love them, and I want to live my life with them. So that's a good time. Let me make sure I got all my collective cosmetics things so we can talk about the rest of the shiz on my face. The next, I have on their mascaras. Okay, they have colored mascara. I feel like, I don't know if you can really see it, but I have on like a purple, let me scoochity scooch. Bo's collar matches you. I did not plan that, but I do love turquoise, so I get him turquoise everything because turquoise is my favorite color. Thorn is here. Where? Hello, Thorn. Y'all send all the love and kindness that you ever can to Thorn because they just deserve it. All right, so we come down like this. So I don't know if you can actually see it. I have to kind of play with them more because I'm actually not really used to fussing around with, listen, Thorn, rude. That's true though. Everything's turquoise. Yo, I can't have, like, because of Bo, I can't really have my couch pillows like on the couch. So they just are decorative up there. It's like, listen. But I am wearing the green like on the top lash, and then like it is green. And I don't know if you can see it, but there is a green. And I have the, like, I like this. No, I know you did. Thorn. And then they also sent me the blue one, which I'm here for. And then they sent me a like lavendery one. Now, here's what I'm always going to say about any colored mascara. The point is color, okay? So, like, you may get a little lift, you may get a little curl, but the point is the color. And I have yet to find a colored mascara from any brand that's doing, like, magical things for my eyelashes. I don't even, like, that's not even the point. Like, the point is the color. And I have said this about Colourpops. I've said this, I think, about NYX when they had some. Like, any colored mascara it's just never like ever been something where I'm like, oh my gosh, look at what it's doing to my lashes. The point is that it looks pretty, right? Like, yes, there's lavender and blue mascara, Becky. Yeah, thank you. So it's going to be kind of clumpy, and it's not going to do, like, if you really want your lashes to like be doing some shit, my recommendation is to get clear lashes, like clear mascara, and like that's actually going to curl or do whatever you want, and then put this on top of it. Because otherwise, like, you'll be mad. But like, I like it. I liked the shade that it turned. I hope it comes across in the little Instagram video that I made. But yeah, I'm never going to be a person who tells you that when it comes to colored mascara, like that it's doing something. It does. It's like the point is for it to be beautiful, a beautiful shade. But it comes in these like cool ass tubes, which I am here for. Like I like this tube, and I like. Listen, I like that it has this little top. I don't know why, but like this little piece here, I think it's because I can just grab it like this from like my holders instead of like trying to grasp. It's like they made it. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I swear, I feel like they made it with like people who have nails in mind. Like people who have long ass nails, they're like, I need to make these so that somebody who has freaky long nails can grab them. So I think they also sent brushes. The brushes are okay. Here's what I'm going to say about those brushes. I don't like double-ended brushes. I have a few out here that I use. And the specific reason I don't love double-ended brushes is because one, I have to choose a side. It becomes a battle. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you have a double-ended brush, like it's a battle. It's like, which side do I think is more important and do I want to use? They are very soft. They're easy to use. Like there's nothing, you know, they're nice brushes, but I don't like that they're double-sided, and I will definitely say that. I don't like that they're double-sided. Yes. Because I don't like choosing a side, but I did use the brushes and they were cool. So overall, my opinion of the Collective Cosmetics is I really like what they do, and I'm looking forward to seeing them do more shit because it's very, very like, I love their highlighters. I love these compacts. They're so lovely. And I think one of the things is that a lot of them, you can take the, I can't do it with my nails, but you can take this out and order like another thing. And this is one of the things that I love. It is not too early for a hot toddy, Felisa. You are in Central. I am as well. I am drinking a can of wine. Yeah, double-ended brushes, like, yeah, it becomes like my issue with double-ended brushes will never stop. I felt the same way about, y'all know some of my holy grail brushes are the Royal Nickel. There's the word, motor brushes. And they sent me some that are double-sided. I was like, no. Now I have to choose which side is my favorite. So, because you can't store them. That's my issue with most of them is that you cannot store them. But I feel like one of the things that indie makeup is doing really well is consistently making reusable packaging. Because as Emily and I were talking about on the live stream, I think it was like Thursday, you will not find me on this channel like talking often about the environmental impacts of makeup, right? Because don't pass the onus on to me to fix it. That's the company and the corporation's job. I feel like a lot of indie brands continuously do shit like this that I'm here for, because if you're not like a makeup monster, if you don't have a shit ton of makeup, like someone who's doing beauty YouTube, Instagram YouTube, TikTok, or I'm like using YouTube, beauty YouTube, Instagram, beauty, like any of those platforms, they're doing beauty, making things to where I can just reorder, like if you like regular person not making content. Yes. Like, you know what I mean? Like you finish this and then you're just like, okay, I want another one. And on top of that, they do have a really nice palette here. They actually, like what I kind of really, at first I was surprised by this palette because they sent it to me. It's a magnetic palette. It has, like, it looks sparkly, but it doesn't have that weird, like it has a little bit of the sparkly feel, but y'all know I'm textile. Texture is a thing for me. It doesn't bother me because I actually cannot feel like the glitter itself. It just has a little bit of like a rough, like a little bit of a sandpaper feel, which I'm here for because I'm also someone who likes to fucking chew. I like chewing things. This makes me happy. But I like that I can see them. Like, you know what I mean? I like that I can just look in and look at my pretties. Like, it just makes me feel some type of way and be like, look at them asleep in their coffin. But I also like their concepts a lot. So overall, and y'all know I wouldn't rep a brand if I didn't believe in them, if I didn't actually like them. So this is everything so far. We will definitely be talking about this again at some other later date in time. I like YouTube. But yeah, if you are interested, I mean, like, what really, it's gonna fuck me up that like what kicked this up to like next level was this fucking glitter like eyeliner. I was like, bitch, what? I like glitter though. Like if you don't like glitter, you won't like that. So yes, overall, so far, I'm really happy with the Collective Cosmetics. I'm going to continue buying things from them. Whether they send stuff in PR or not is not neither here nor there. I'm going to keep buying shit because I like them. I like their formula. It works out well for me. I'm enjoying that when I use this formula, I can just kind of build a look. It's not instantaneous brightness. Hey, how are you? Oh, y'all, for those of y'all listening, Wake Up for Makeup says, hi, everyone. Hope you're all having a good one. My day just got better because I'm here with you all. Yay. Felisa. Okay. Quick story about me and my love of chewing. Like, this is why I don't ever chew gum on stream because I chaw. And, like, I legitimately chaw. I'm like I can't, like, I like the sound, the crunch sound. Specifically, I like it in my head. It's not like it. I'm not going to get into it because it's going to make me even weirder than I am. So speaking of my eyes, we were talking about eyes, eyeliner, Drench Cosmetics, y'all. This just made it into my like toppers. That is how I finished out my wing, was with the Drench. Which I'm done. I love it. I love like the size of the pen is like, and it just create quick, and you can flick. Good flick love on this eyeliner. So I am here for that. That's what else we got on our eye. I'm never going to talk about my eyebrows because it's this. I have not changed what's been on my eyebrows in like a friggin' fraggin' eternity. So like, you know, like I haven't changed it. So like, I don't know. I've been using the Milani pencil for an eternity. So like legitimately, I'm not going to sit here and like talk about my eyebrows. Like there's no point. Teeth can be broken. I've broken them doing, Tiffany, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Also, BT Dubs, that Genesis palette, I'm going to say it now. That is so far Midas's best palette. Trumps all the rest of their palettes. That's the best one. It's just, that is the best one. It like, I feel like it is the best one. It encompasses my dark spirit, my dark soul. It also, I feel like it's ranged for like any and everyone. So that's that. I feel like this is such a like, it's like half indie, half bougie because we're going to have to start getting into all the rest of the shit on my face. Y'all, I forgot one thing. Let me grab it because I'm about to be embarrassed. Oof. I'm moving. Okay, here we go. So, this is the second time that I have used this primer, and I kind of dig it. I don't love this foundation currently. We'll talk about that in a second. But this is the Lancome La Base Pro. Listen, here was the thing. What we're not going to shame in this house. The thing about this was I got it. It was like so cheap because it was on the 21 Days of Ulta beauty sale. Okay, and I feel like the next time they have a sale, I would actually feel comfortable dropping links to shit that I already have. Like I just don't do it generally if I haven't bought something. I don't know. I'm really weird about saying like, oh, use my link and I haven't bought it. So I really like this. I kind of hate it that I like it. Like, why are you so expensive, Lancome La Base Pro? Perfecting my makeup primer with your smoothing fucking effect. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. There's about to be a chicken in this house. Oh shit. Mm. Things are going wrong. So I really like it because it does help my makeup, my base to stick, and it does look like extra phenomenal. Like I look extra good. However, the thing bringing me down right now. So one of like, there's two Flower Beauty foundations. One of them I love, and the other one is just like. So the one that's like, here's the thing. If you are an oily face too, then the Flower Light Illusion is not for you. There's no way. I've worn this under a few different, like I've used a few different primers to try to like, but it's just too much. It's just too much. And I know it's luminous makeup. It's a nude skin feel, but there are some that are luminous for me that end up looking really good on me. But I feel like in person, like every time I look at it, I'm just like, it's so, like, I just don't like the way it feels on my skin, y'all. And I know that it like looks good. I just don't like the way it feels. I feel like I'm just like I just got done getting boiled. You know what I mean? Like somebody just boiled me and pulled me up out the water and like this is my face. So I'm not like, I'm going to keep fussing with it a little bit, but I don't love this. I don't like their Light Illusion is not good. Now the serum foundation that Alex sent me, phenomenal. But this one, the Light Illusion, it's just not doing it for me. I got mine in Mocha D3. I just don't like it. I do, and every time I tried to wear it, I feel like the moment that like I get any kind of moisture on my face, like whether it be sweat or like, I don't know, I just feel like the second it's just immediately, and you can't seem to get it to go down. Like you can't get it to go down. So like you can't bring the shine down at all. And I know this because I use my bougie bitch ass powder, my Givenchy Prisma Libre, and I use that today. Like this is honestly so expensive. I'm so lucky that I got this in like, I feel like it was Influencer. I'm very lucky that I got this in Influencer because I would never. I'm lying. I say I would never spend that kind of money on a setting powder. I'm lying because like the way that I do dumb shit. This is really nice though. It's really nice. It's hard to close though. I'm not gonna lie because it's a square with a circle inside. Fucks me up every time. But I use that, and like I set my concealer as well. And the concealer I used was also Flower Beauty, which I don't feel like I have it in here, but I'll have it some other time. But I like that concealer. Howsoever, I just know, nope, get your ass back, sir. And what I find interesting is that the Flower, like on the other Flower Beauty foundation, their serum foundation, the concealer looks great. Every time I use it with the Light Illusion, it looks gray under my eyes in person. And I feel like it's coming up. Yeah. It just always looks a little gray. Lydia, I'm so sorry. Like, listen. Here's the thing. This is peak if you have, I feel like very much, if you have dry skin, this is going to look really good on you. If you have combination to dry skin, it's going to look really good on you. If you have combination that trends oily, you can use it in the areas of your face that are dry, but there are fucking 4 birds out here. These birds are not playing. I put food out for them and now they line up. There's a cardinal, there's like them little brown birds. Now there's 5. There's 3 little brown birds, and then there's one of them lovebirds. Like these birds are not fucking around. Y'all really came to eat. Okay, so sorry. So what I'm going to say is the Flower Beauty Concealer, I'm so sorry, y'all. My ADHD just does what it does. But the let me go grab it so that y'all can see it. Because I thought I had it in my box. I really tried to prepare. Don't make that sound weird. All right. So this is the concealer that I'm speaking of. It's the Flower Beauty Concealer. It's actually really nice. It's a full coverage concealer. It's light illusion. And it's so weird because you would think that this would go with this, but it goes with the serum foundation better. For some reason, when I put this with this one, gray. And I use the same shade because Alex actually sent over the serum one. Use the same shade on here. It's gray. And here's what I think it is. I think it's the fucking sunscreen. I think it's the sunscreen they put in this. But the Flower Concealer is amazing. I used it with so many other foundations, and it's amazing. And I'm like, yes, bitch, I'm here for this. But no, not with that not with that one. And I just don't feel like I've been able to find any primer that I have liked this foundation with. So I keep having to get up. Hold on. For the oily face royalty, might I suggest the Flower Get Real? This one is going to be significantly better. It is a serum foundation, and there's a medium buildable. It is that. I think it looks really nice. It's got a radiant finish. It's natural, and you are able to. Let me see if it says here. Oh my god. D3.5 almond in the concealer. That's what shade I am in the concealer. Mocha D3 is what I have for the foundation. So I would recommend, if you are looking at a Flower Beauty and you're trying to figure out which one, if you are dry, I would go for the Light Illusion. If you are oily, I would go for the Get Real. That's what I'm going to say. Is that brand complex? I believe that they are. Let me just look because it's Drew Barrymore. So okay, let's see. Flower Beauty is cruelty free for sure. But I don't see anything specifically on whether or not they are vegan. Let me look. So not all of their products are vegan, because some do have carmine, beeswax, collagen, caviar, lanolin, or any other animal-derived ingredients and byproducts, but they do have vegan options. So that's what I can say. Oh my gosh. And all of their products are now clearly marked as to whether or not they are vegan. So that is the research I just did right quick. All of their products are clearly marked and letting you know if it is vegan or not. Sorry, I just growled at y'all. On to the rest of the face. So I've gotten back into using this bougie bitch. My Charlotte Tilbury. It really makes me mad every time I use this bronzer, like, because it's so fucking expensive. And for what? For this giant fucking mirror. That's for what? This mirror is so big, and I love it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I love this huge ass mirror. I feel kind of like very like a villainess whenever, you know, like, yes, we will destroy him. See what I'm saying? Like, it's very helpful. Hi, JJ. So I started fussing with this again, and I really like it. I hate it that I like it, but I do still like it a lot. Millie is here. Hi. As I was saying, if y'all are into shifty multi-chromes and you need to know what you want to buy, it's going to be, Millie is going to be your person to talk to you about that. So I definitely recommend that if you are looking at that, if you are looking at even pairing, like I pair all of my single shadows with everybody. Like there's not one that just like if it doesn't pair out with folks, then I'm not a fan. So that's why I say I do like having a drier formula. I think people might get in their feelings about it, but I like to have a drier formula shimmer so that I can actually like in some ways like you can see where like some parts are toned down and some parts are fucking amplified, and that's what I want. Yeah, Lydia. Yes. Ooh, Amanda, LYS. Okay, thank you. Is it like love yourself? Is that what LYS stands for? If it does, then I feel like a bad bitch. But if it doesn't, I feel stupid. What else do we have on today? Also in my eye, I do have on a Colourpop cream gel liner. I really love these. I don't care. I don't care. I love them. It's like one of the few liners that sticks in my waterline and stays behaving. Like it stays behaving itself. Finalmente, the two things that I have. So on my lips, I have y'all these Midas Cosmetics liners. I am affiliated with them. I did not actually ask for them to send these to me. They sent them to me. I'm fucking floored because I hate lip liner. I hate lip liner. It almost always dries out my lips and makes them look crusty. Yet here we are. I almost didn't even try them. I literally, the way that when they sent these to me, please forgive me, Rocio. When they sent these to me, I was almost like, oh, I'll just send these to someone else. Like that was my initial thought. I was like, I'll just send it to someone else. Because I was like, oh, I don't fuck with lip liners. Because all of them have always like made my lips feel dry and crusty and hard. And I'm like, this doesn't. It's like an eyeliner. It's really weird. It's like a very soft eyeliner, but it's like on your lips. And I'm like, see, that bird is going to town. See, y'all, this is why I have to sweep every day because y'all are greedy and you don't clean up after yourselves. Where are my presents? Anyways, but I really like this. So it feels like a very soft, kind liner. And I'm like, okay. I am prepared. I'm prepared for that. I also have Mented gloss on, which I like their glosses. This one I have is Send Nudes. And this is why I like it. Like I like to just put on lip liner for like, sometimes I just like to have a dramatic line on my lip. I don't care. Where am I going in this pistachio? Where? The Colourpop Concealer, it depends on which one you are using. But I have one that is very hydrating. If you are talking about, please hold. If you are talking about the Pretty Fresh, it's pretty nice. It's actually very, very nice. I have it in dark 180N. I fucking really like this. In fact, I use this a lot. I put this over fucking Armani Beauty, like Armani foundation. I put it over with Pat. That's how much I like it. It's actually a really good foundation. Like, or excuse me, what is the word? Concealer. It's a really good concealer. JJ, he got mad at me because I'm not paying attention to him. He was hanging out on the couch and then he huffed and he went into the bedroom and now he's laying on the bed trying to look as sad as possible so that I will feel bad when I'm done doing this live stream. Because he knows how to play tug on my heartstrings. So yeah, now we know everything on my face. We can talk. Oh, you know what? The one thing we're missing, super sorry, is the blush, which is why I'm saying it's like not really translating because in person, I feel like it looks so cute. I use this Lethal Cosmetics blush, this baby, and it's like this lilac shade. And I feel like that's the name of the shade, but I could be wrong. Don't look at me. I'm like, it could be wrong. But yeah, I did put that on and I was like, oh, why didn't somebody tell me that like lavender blush was going to look so nice. Because like, especially if you put it just a little bit atop of that particular, that highlighter, that collective scent, I'm like, bitch, what? Who's better looking than me right now? Me! Sorry, I'm sorry. But yeah, I didn't think that, like, I honestly was like, I can't wear lilac blush because I felt like it would look very ashy, and it does here. But in like, I swear to you, like when I while I'm here, I'm going to post it right now on my Instagram because I took a video earlier when my makeup was fresh, and I'm going to go ahead and post it on the Instagram so that y'all can see it. So, that sounds like something I should do because honestly, I'll probably forget. I am already sweating. It is 14 seconds of me being a weirdo. Okay, let me also put some music on. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to have to turn this down really, really low because you know how YouTube be getting in their feelings. Okay, had to be quick. There we go. Now it's on my story so you can see everything in its glory. Y'all, why didn't y'all tell me I have so much shit on my stories? I thought I had nothing on them. I am so sorry that y'all got spammed with like intense stories. Oh my gosh, y'all should tell me. Y'all should legitimately tell me that there's so much shit there. Oh my God. Hi, Asteria. How are you? Welcome. Check Tammy Tanuka's Sigil Inspired. They're launching a very spring-inspired 10 shadow palette tomorrow. The lovely voice of a humble bird. Oh, I will check. Wait, hold on. I can't say I will check. Hold on. Let me put it in here. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Why did you do that to me? I'm upset. Oh, my God. One of these people looks like, one of the paintings looks like fucking Mia. Ethereal beauty. Wait just a hold. I swear, every turquoise, y'all, these birds, like, see, like, look at you, you baby cardinals. These birds have taken up residence. I'm not mad, but I wish they'd pay rent. So, Siobhan! Hi. So, does anybody have, thank you, Gigi. Does anybody have any questions about the shit on my face? Because I'm kind of like digging this. Like I kind of like so the point of About Face is for me to do a face of makeup, and it's not necessarily going to be all new makeup, but it's also for me to just do like a face of makeup, spend some time in it, and then be able to show you what it looks like after I've worn it for a while. And then also be able to talk about it and talk about all makeup and like what we like and what's amazing. Because I honestly feel like I don't like I really don't enjoy filming first impressions. There, I said it. I don't enjoy filming them because I feel like I'm dancing around on eggshells when I'm trying to film a first impression. And when I just come on live, I'm just talking to y'all. I'm just talking to y'all about how I feel about it. Like because here's the thing, if I filmed a first impression, I would not have talked about like the dryness of the shadows. I would have talked about the look and how much I was happy about getting the look. But I think I would have forgotten to talk about, hey, some of these shadows are drier, so like the formula is going to be more thick and clunkier and clumpier. But you know, if you are willing to work through that, like you're going to like it. I like it. I like this because like once I got it all down and you use the right brush, good to go, good day. Thank you. Like I filmed that shortly after I put the makeup on. So if you want to see what it looks like in its full glory, not being, you know, destroyed by my shitty lighting, I'm like gestures wildly. Hey, Beauty Jacked, how you doing? So yeah, so I feel like one of the things in the beauty community I feel like is severely lacking is just like being able, not severely, but it's lacking is just being able to talk about makeup in a way that isn't like a prepared speech. You know, I didn't get myself prepped to talk about it. I literally put this music. I have not used any of these eyeshadows or this highlighter or this mascara until today. Today was the first day I used it. I kept everything in a box. You can ask Emily. I had everything in a freaking fracking box, waiting, the very box that they sent it to me in, waiting to like try it out, give it a little test. Now there's 2, 4, 5. There's always 5 fucking birds. Big bird. Love bird, I'm going to get out there. Let them other birds have some seeds. Come on now. You're like having a monopoly. All the little birds just, you are in the food. Anyways, I'm so sorry. This has become like a whole fascinating thing for me. Because now that there's birds here, I'm just like always yelling at them, don't look at me. There's like this, okay, in comparison to the other birds, Thorn, like, because it's a lovebird and the others are like those little brown birds and like also baby cardinals, right? So this big ass bird is directly in the food thing and the other birds can't get anything because this bird is just like in it. So I'm just like getting mad. Hey, Jaysha. I know, me and the birds, like. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Like, listen, I'm watching this bird be like, it's being a hater. I'm looking at it right now. I'm just like standing. I'm like, get the fuck up. Now it's finally gone. So rude. Anyways. But yeah, I feel like I want to talk about makeup in a way that I can actually talk about makeup. I feel like when I try to film this kind of stuff, what ends up happening is I feel like I cut stuff out a lot and I get nervous and I get stressed. And honestly, like first impressions aren't really a fun video to film for me. I find it very stressful. Because I'm always like trying so hard not to be wrong or like not to come off as a salesperson. And I'm just like, listen, this is makeup I wear anyway. If you don't trust me, you don't trust me. I can't fix it. But like I had already purchased from this brand. I was excited. All of this stuff, like most of the stuff is purchased. Some of it is PR, but I also feel like it's a good spot. Like if I come here and I don't love it, like I don't love it. It is what it is. You and the birds. Yeah, Beauty Jack, that's the thing. I feel like when you're filmed, like I have found when I am trying to film a first impression, there's multiple things that are going wrong for me. Like if I had filmed my Midas video, if I'd filmed that, I would have been trying to create the perfect look. And I probably would have ended up fucking up. And I feel like even when I get like stuff from Drench, I feel like better when I do it live than when it's filmed. I like it better when I'm playing with their palettes live because there's something about me like not like I just being creative and having a good time. And I'm no longer sitting here trying to create the perfect look to like really showcase the palette. That's so stressful. Like I know it's stupid, but it is a stressor for me because I'm like sitting there being, okay, I gotta pick the best colors out of the palette and like make this work so that everybody sees that it's fantastic because I love it. You know what I mean? So I feel like at least when I do this, I put on makeup that I felt like putting on today because those were the shades I really wanted to fuck with. I was like, yeah, I want to fuck with this like really like mermaid, like just giving all the mermaid vibes. I was like, yeah, I want to fuck with this. I want to fuck with this. And I knew I wanted to fuck with these. And so like that's what I did, right? I got with the shit I wanted to get with and not like stressing over like what does it look what. So like I got to actually play with what I wanted to play with and I didn't stress at all about like whether or not I was creating a fantastic, like the best look ever. I was like, I just want to create a look that I feel like wearing that makes me happy. And I want to use the shades I want to use. And when I did it, I was like, all right, I see you. Yeah, I like to talk about makeup because I feel like so often, especially when it comes to stuff like, I feel like one of the things, like when Emily and I were talking about, the death of the beauty industry, the beauty YouTube is dead. I feel like one of the things, I don't know if we got to talk about it, but also feel like a lot of people don't understand how to just talk about makeup anymore. And it's all reviews. And I don't necessarily like, I want to review makeup when I fucking want to review the makeup. And I like to do it in a big thing. Like, let me just review all this shit together. I think I'm actually going to have a Bops and Flops coming up for April. So that's a thing. I like to have several months. I don't want to feel like I have to buy shit to try it. And also, I don't want to feel like the shit I bought, I have to try in a specific period of time. I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I have to time crunch this shit and tell everybody how I feel about. Because listen, that's not fair. Like foundation is something that like I can put it on and just be wearing it in my house and it's gonna look great in my house. But the second I stepped outside, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't notice about this. Oh, the second I put my mask on, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize it was gonna look so bad as soon as I took the mask off. Like that's the kind of shit I look for. And like this, honestly, you can wear a mask with this. Like I just don't like it on my skin. I'm just too oily for that. Exactly. With live streams, if you're not feeling very inspired for a look, everyone chatting with you can just pick what they would like to see. Exactly. I just feel like, I'm using, so what I have on my face is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I don't like it because I'm an oily face bitch, but I do absolutely love their Flower Get Real Serum Foundation. And it is because it's more of a natural finish. And I like a natural finish, but I'm discovering for the most part, the majority of these luminous ones really fucked me up. But like not all, but like I just didn't like this. I just didn't like this because the Catrice foundation is luminous, but it was just I don't know. There's something off-putting about this, and I'm telling you, it is the sunscreen. I'm also going to say if you are of a deeper skin tone, I think that you might want to be careful because I'm telling you, it is the sunscreen in this that is giving me a weird cast. And I'm going to say it. It is the sunscreen. Oop, Hindash. Okay, let me go look. Y'all have to know, my ADHD is such that I don't know shit. So like, I'm going to go look because honestly, it's not going to work out well if I just go, let me go look. Let me go look. Because I like shit you not. If I just sit here and be like, I'm going to be talking out of my ass. It's facts. Nope. Oh, that's that funky thing. Oh my God, that's the funky shit. I mean, Jacqueline said it best. I like that it's something different. But it's not for me. I just, it's cool. But it isn't for me. Like, I'm going to leave it there. Here's the thing about the gradients is I don't feel like they're, I don't believe in gradients. Okay, done. I just don't believe, because listen, I have blushes that have gradients. And you know what ends up happening is you really just end up picking like where you want it, and it doesn't. It's fine. Yes, you do have to be well versed in color theory, and by well versed, it doesn't mean like for me, a lot of mine is innate. I can very quickly see, and this is why when I look at palettes and I say like it hurts my eyes and I cannot figure out anything, is like to me, I'm like, y'all did not put this shit together in such a way that I can actually see it. Now, if I had to pull it all apart and then put it together, that'd be a different story. I might have a different palette, but then like, why am I going to spend a shit ton of money on your palette if I have to do that? So like, fuck off. I mean, that's how I feel about any palette where it's like, oh no, but if you rearrange it, I'm like, no, then throw it in the trash. If I have to rearrange it to make it to where my eye is pleased and can deal with it, then I don't need it. Like legitimately, no, leave me the fuck alone. Like I'm not going to pay any money for your palette so that I can rearrange it. Like, no, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm curious too. I want to see, I want like, so this is a thing. I love seeing different things in beauty, right? I love to see something different. But also, it's hard. Like I think if that palette arrived at my home, I would like fuck with it, right? I would fuck with it and figure it out. Because I don't ever like to throw out the idea of something new that's created. If it showed up at my house, I'd fuck with it, I'd play with it and see like what's going on. Because I think the key here is in like the middle part. Like when people are talking about the gradient, it's not this or that that's going to fuck you up. It's going to be this middle part. The middle part of the shade is going to be the part that I think most people are going to have difficulty with. And you actually have to kind of really be paying attention to where you put your, and this is the lesson. This is why you wash your eyeshadow brushes after one use. That shit right there. And I'm not being mean or I'm saying that's why you do it. If you're trying to like get shades, like when you're playing with color, especially as much color as I play with, I use a different brush every time I grab a different shade. And I know that there are people who are like, no, but you can tap it off or you. No, I do this because if I want to see the purity of what everything's going to come up with, then I need to see it like on its own clean brush, from clean brush to my clean eye. Also, when you make fuck ups, having a clean brush that hasn't been in anything else to fix it is so much better for you. It like to me, what do I know? But having a brand new clean brush, if you're like, ooh, I don't like, let's say you started doing this and you're like, oh, I kind of actually didn't want like having the clean brush is what enabled these two things to like blend together in a weird way where you can see where it stops, but that's the point. So I feel like a lot of times people will just keep using, and also I have eye sensitivity, so I don't fuck with it. But I will wash all of my brushes. Like I use it one time, I'm like, that's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. Yes. So Sharon said I use several brushes each time. There are many variations of blue, and I want to keep them distinct. Yes. Only CF and vegan is his synthetic brush line that he doesn't restock. Thorn, the concept interests me, but my budget. Say smooth. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, and I say this like not to be funny, but I really don't like. Okay, here's where like my ADHD, hyperfixations, and my autism come together and probably piss people off. You like in my germophobia. When you are using a clean brush and you're moving it from your clean brush to your clean eye and you do your business and it's good, right? And then you finish and like, okay, if 2 days later you dip that brush into another eyeshadow, like it's dirt. Like this is why I can't do it. I can't do it because if I want to be able, like when we talk about, I think the thing that people miss is a lot of people who play with makeup, and especially me, we're saying like, oh yeah, I used it past 12 months. It's because I'm not dipping a dirty ass brush into it. And I was like, that's why. That is why I'm not dipping a dirty brush into it. And that's why I'm not worried about it. Like that's why, yes, I have oodles of eyeshadow palettes and I have tons of singles, but at no point am I dipping a dirty brush back into that hoe bag. So that's why it's gonna last past 12 months and don't at me. Like, leave me alone. That's why I say it. Jacqueline, like, I don't fuck with a lot of luxury brushes, and it's because I don't want to. Listen. Listen, the amount of y'all who are like, like that's why I say this. Like, don't do this. Like, it makes your life. If you want your makeup to last, like the reason that you run into beauty YouTubers who have a fucking eyeshadow palette that they can still use 2 years later, it's because at no point in time has dirt gone back in there. Like the dirt oils. I don't even feel good having said, but it hasn't gone back in there, and that's why they can keep that palette going. That's what really fucks your shit up. That's why you end up having to get rid of it, and that's why they put that there, because they're truly accounting for the amount of people who aren't cleaning their things. So that's where that actual, like, this is me. That 12 months comes from accounting for human error. And people don't realize that about the majority of like any deadline and like all of it, any expiration date on like your food, your cheese, all of it is also accounting for human error. Just keep that in mind. They're keeping it in mind that you might get the shit from the grocery store and it may be a 45-minute drive in the heat to get to your house. Like, I don't. They're putting all that together to give you like when the fuck you should have this done by. It's not just like the day it was made, because if that was the case, then most shit would not be good. Because it's like the time it takes, because like they're also putting in the time it takes to get it from wherever it is to the store, and then like also human error. All of that is calculated. Like there's like big science involved in that. So sorry, but I'm just telling you, there's some big science involved in expiration dates that a lot of people don't think about. Like they're just thinking like, I bought it on Tuesday, it's bad on Friday. I'm like, no. They had to account for a lot of shit. So that's that. When you're looking at makeup and beauty products, they're accounting for all the ways that we're going to be gross. They really are. They're accounting for you leaving the cap off. Like this. They're accounting for you leaving the cap off for too long. And they're like, what happens if we leave the cap off for 3 days and then remember to put it back on? These are all the things that they're accounting for. So just keep that in mind when you're fucking with your makeup. All right. Yeah, I have to have synthetic fibers. Synthetic. Synthetic brushes in general because I can be a little bit more like rough with them. I do not. Yes, Rebecca, please do watch Tina's video because Tina's video will have you cleaning your brushes right. I have to. Ryan, I'm most likely going to, so like don't threaten me with a good time. I'm going to stream on Twitch in a little bit. More than likely I'll finish this up, get my face clean. Like I'll wash my face because I've been wearing this since I feel like 11 a.m. 11 a.m. is how long I've been wearing this face. And I'm about ready to like be barefaced again. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I love my Moda brushes. I absolutely adore my Midas brushes. I like my Moda and my Midas are like my adoration. I also have some pretty deep love for my BH Cosmetics. Like this is what I use for blush. This is the BH Cosmetics #1 brush. I love it. This is my favorite bronzer brush. It is, I feel like it is Royal Langanickle, but it's like their chic accent line. And this is their Accentuate brush. I fucking love this for my bronzer because I have a giant forehead. Like, yes, bitch. So I enjoy that. I like, this is another one, another BH Cosmetics brush. And this is actually what I use to put in my inner eye corner. I like these brushes in particular for inner eye because they have this taper on them. And you can, if you have a deep set inner eye, it's very helpful to like see that line and like not go past it. Because if when you have deep set, you see that line that I'm talking about, like this line right here. When you have a deep set, it's very easy with some brushes that are a little bit too big to push outside that line. And if you want to, fine. But if that wasn't your intention and you don't want to look like a gold clown, now you're pissed. This brush sits like right here. And it does so very well without fucking it up. So that's a thing. Yeah. Listen, oh, the brush I used for my foundation that I was like, bitch, what? I'm upset. And like, I'm so glad I got this at the Ulta 20. Listen, here's what I'm gonna tell you. When Ulta has a 21 days of beauty sale or whatever sale they have, if the It Cosmetics for Ulta brushes are on sale, because like I got a bunch of them for like, I got a few of them for probably the price of what it would have cost to get like one. Might I recommend this one? This is their Airbrush Blurring Foundation number 101. It's actually very soft. Everything went on quite nicely. It does have like a very small, and here's the thing I'm going to say. I have some sensory issues. So it does have a very small sense, very small, SMOL small sense of scratch to it. But overall, I like it. And I think it's more when I press in certain ways. But I am highly sensitive. Like I use a very dense foundation brush, y'all. So like that Marc Jacobs one that I love the fuck out of the face too. It's extremely dense and soft, which I need for my skin. Like my sensitivities are high. You're talking to someone who feels a drop of rain on their head. You're talking to someone who can literally feel that there's a dog hair on this part of my face. Like I can feel it there. So it's not prickly, but it does have like a small sensation where you can get like, I wouldn't say it's prickly. Like you can feel like for me, I can feel like a brush hair from time to time. Does that even make sense? Like from time to time, when I'm moving it around my face, I can just feel like a particular brush hair, like move to the forefront and irritate, like just make me mad. And it's not its fault that I have this sensitivity. It's not the brush's fault. But I do like this. But like, yes. So I was really shocked and surprised by it. So like, okay. And Thorn, I will probably hit you up like, what's the word I'm looking for? I am going to probably talk to you offline about that brush so we can like have a whole conversation. Because it's hard for me to like, brushes are so hard for me to like go into because I have such sensitivities. All right, now that I'm nice, hot, sweaty, and uncomfortable, I hope you all enjoys. I hope you all enjoyed this live. If there's anything you want to pick up, please know that I am affiliated with Drench. I'm affiliated with the Collective Cosmetics. I'm affiliated with Midas. So if you choose to buy any of those things and you decide to use any of my codes, please know that I do get a small kickback. If that makes you feel weird, you do not have to do so, but I appreciate all of you who do. And I think that's it. I'm going to roll out. I'll probably hop on Twitch in about an hour. I like to say an hour, like I'm a Texan. About an hour. And we're going to be playing the game I'm obsessed with, Far Cry 5. That's my life now. I just play Far Cry 5 and curse. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate you. So until next time, next Saturday is going to be something different. And I'm excited for that. So until next time, XOXO, got the girl. I am so nervous and stressed, but I love y'all so much.